Welcome back to Kensington Oval for the continuation of the Rally Round Dominica T20 charity cricket match. Of course, it was a simple equation for the West Indies Cricket Board's President's 11. They need to score 155 to win this game. And that was after the UWI Vice Chancellors made 154 for 6, led by Brian Lara, who made 68 runs not out. So we're back for the start of the second innings, and it's going to be Sir Curtly Ambrose, and he said he's coming out of retirement to bowl perhaps just one over, but that's a fantastic start. So Ambrose would have played a lot of cricket here at Kensington Oval. In recent times, he would have played in the now defunct Cloby Cup, which is a Masters cricket tournament. So Stephanie Taylor is the opening batter. Actually, it's Garth Garvey. Eastman seems to be a bit mistaken with Garvey and Taylor. Dwight York is actually wicket keeping in this innings. Oh, he looks pretty good. Ambrose has promised to bowl just at least one over. But he's delivered. Never know, he might see two. So Desmond Haynes is going to join me in the commentary position. Desmond, welcome back. We saw a tremendous innings from Lara, 68 not out. Looked quite easy to me that he could come out of retirement.
Yeah, someone was saying that Ambrose can as well. I think the first couple of deliveries Ambrose bowled, looked very, very good.
Ambrose now the bowling coach of the West Indies team. He's held that position for the last couple of seasons. Shouldn't Shandapal. I don't know if many remember, but he's actually an honorary Dominican. He was given citizenship, I think, in 2011. Made 137 in that test match, and the Prime Minister, Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt, made him honorary Dominican. Roland Butcher, hello to you.
It's very fitting. I'm sure he would appreciate getting that passport, so to speak, and obviously he's used it to come here to do his part in this wonderful occasion.
So Ian Bradshaw, he's going to be the bowler to deliver the second over. Only one over gone so far, and it's 3 without loss. A very tidy over, mind you, from none other than Sir Curtly Ambrose. Bradshaw still plays cricket in Barbados. Oh, very well fielded. Good cricket there. Dwayne Bravo. I think they have a pretty good total on the board. This is how Bravo did some good athleticism. And also knocking the stumps down at the other end just for good measure. Garvey was in his crease. Oh, that's extremely wide. They're somewhere on the boundary, and I think they only got they only ran one. So 2 wides. Bradshaw delivering that really, really wide. Just not getting his rhythm early on, Ian Bradshaw.
Not giving Dwight York any opportunity whatsoever to stop that one.
And he's out. Bradshaw comes back strong. Dwight York takes the catch. And well, the WICB Presidents 11 have lost a wicket.
That famous smile by Dwight York. It's usually after celebrating a goal, but I think he's probably, having taken that catch, it would feel like a winning goal in a cup final.
Well done. Well done. He's going to be talking about that for some time to come. I didn't know he had skills as a keeper.
He's obviously got some hidden talent, Barry, and I guess with a lot of sportsmen, people tend to pigeonhole them in a particular sport, and you would know Dwight York as a football player, but obviously he's got some other skills.
Speaking of a man with a lot of skills, Marlon Samuels comes to the crease. Now the leading batsman for the West Indies, the most senior, now that Shannon Paul is gone.
He just needs to play like one of those now.
You're talking about this innings or generally?
Generally.
Well, I think he's answered you. A 6 to start with. Very elegant, usual Marlon Samuels. Resting that ball for 6.
Nonchalant. Arrogant.
Samuels has been in good form though. I don't know if I take issue with what you're saying. His form would suggest that he is playing like the leading cricketer for the West Indies. Centuries in South Africa against England. And no one really did well against Australia.
No, but
he
he's
missed
still,
the match.
as you know, he's still inconsistent for someone who has played for so long.
Elegance again. Curly Ambrose tries his best to use his feet, but 4 runs.
Ambrose likes to feel that he's also got some football skills as well, but on this occasion it showed very much as if he's got 2 left feet.
Yeah, well, he muddled that, no question about that. But good try. Whipped away, 4 more. Marlon Samuels looking very elegant. A 6 and 2 4s. Over in the end, despite the wicket was a little expensive. 16 then for 1. Don't forget the target is 155. So Ambrose is going to send down a second over. I was talking earlier about the now defunct Cloby Cup, which was a Masters competition for international teams. Ambrose has seemed to be enjoying that tournament, but it folded the last, 4 years or so?
Yes, I mean, he would have. I mean, Ambrose, as you know, sets very high standards. And even in a game like this, you know, Ambrose would be mindful of his performance. And he just seems to have that uncanny ability to deliver balls in the same area consistently, something that we really want to see more often from some of these more younger players.
Very well bowled. Not giving Samuels any room, and he also gives him a bit of a steer too.
Ambrose really saying to Marlon Samuels, you know, my day was a good time to play as well, so don't feel it's all about now. And just a slight reminder.
Well, I've seen him bowl in the nets. He's the bowling coach of West Indies. He has bowled in the nets to these players sometimes, so I'm sure they're accustomed to getting some good deliveries. Samuels responds, muscles that for boundary. Do you think he has it in him to bowl a bouncer?
I'm sure he does, but I think also he may also find that tomorrow it will be difficult to wake up.
Oh man, I think he'd be all right. Pulled away again. Samuel's on the go, showing his senior how to play, and that's 4 more. Back-to-back boundaries. That was the first, went a bit straighter. And then the second one went through mid-wicket. So Roland Samuels must have his way quite quickly to what, 22? Just 7 balls. No ball. That was a spectacular catch, but the dreaded left hand of umpire Gregory Braithwaite is outstretched. Kevin Hodge taking a really nice catch, but it was a no ball, and to add insult to injury, it's going to be a free hit.
I'd really like to see his front foot, but Ambrose would have exacted some measure of revenge. Hodge took an absolute catch, actually.
That was a big no ball too. That was not even marginal. Beautiful shot. Straight back past the bowler for 4. This game could be finished quite quickly if Marlon Samuels continues at this pace. I know Ambrose is not enjoying this. He doesn't like, even in these charity games, he doesn't like to be knocked around.
He's lengthened his run.
Short ball in the air and out caught. Currently Ambrose has the last laugh. Well, the old fox still has all the tricks.
Barry, you asked the question, has he still got a short ball in him? And clearly he has, because he's just taken a wicket.
Seemed to be a pretty good setup as well.
I don't think Samuels was really looking to get out there, but Ambrose is very happy with that, and so is his teammates.
Spare moment for Ian Bradshaw, because that was also a very good catch.
It certainly was, and I think Ambrose eventually winning that battle.
Well, when you are a great cricketer, you never lose your touch. He was hammered around, but 4 boundaries setting his man up, bowling the short ball, and outfoxing Marlon Samuels. Ambrose having the last laugh. So, new batsman coming in is going to be Carlos Braithwaite. It's now 34 for 2 after 6. Dwayne Bravo is the new bowler. We've seen such a cameo from Marlon Samuels, so we've almost forgot that Shidden Ryan Shannon Paul is still at the other end. He's only faced about, what, 4 balls? The crowd tonight has really come out in the stands that have been opened, the Greenwich and Haynes stand and also the 3W stand. I'm being corrected. I'm being corrected only for tonight. That the stand is not to be known tonight as the Greenwich and Haynes stand, but in respect to Desmond Haynes, tonight, just for tonight, it's the Haynes and Greenwich stand. He's actually to correct that, and I'll oblige.
Well, I think give him that for tonight. Tomorrow night we'll put back Greenwich in front.
I hope Gordon Greenwich is not watching, because he'll be quite upset by that.
I'm sure Desmond will get a phone call tonight from Gordon.
Dominica, that's what it's all about. Haynes stand. Well, see, look, the name is totally now redone. It's not Greenwich and Haynes or Haynes and Greenwich. It's just called the Haynes stand for tonight. Good thinking there from our director. Shannon Paul looking for a non-existent single. Carlos Braithwaite was trying to oblige, but would have been a suicidal run in the end. 35 for 2, 4 overs gone. The magic total is 155 to win.
Hodge.
So currently Ambrose is intent on finishing strong because he's bowling his 3rd over. Let me say, he's looking pretty good. I think he's going to bowl all 4.
So he should. I mean, Ambrose has got such an action that is repeatable over and over again, and he doesn't have to put a lot into it, and it just comes out almost automatically.
There's so much to like about Curtly Ambrose. Even though this is not his heyday, you still get the impression that he does not want to be made to look bad. He's still giving everything. albeit a fun match, a charity game. Bowling with a high level of seriousness, and I think you have to really say that he really outfoxed Marlon Samuels, who was seemingly getting the better of him.
Well, he certainly did. And when you look at Ambrose, really you see someone thinking all the time and someone knowing where the ball is going to go, not hoping.
He's gone down to third man, but Bradshaw's there. Just a couple of runs.
I'm not convinced by the hairstyle though, Barry.
I'll leave that one outside the off stump. Well, he's an entertainer, not to forget. He's not just a bowling coach. He's part of a band called Spirited. It used to be called Drilling the Ballhead. It was renamed a while back to Spirited. Currently is indeed the bass player in that band. Sir Richie Richardson plays lead guitar, so you've got two sirs playing in that band. Ironically, one is the manager of the West Indies team, the other is the bowling coach. That one is out in the air, but we'll just get down to mid-on for a couple of runs. Speaking of Sir Richie Richardson, he's moving on from the post of manager at the end of the year to be ICC match referee.
Yeah, and that's good elevation for Richie. And I'm sure he will do a very good job.
I understand, Roland, that you'll be applying for the post of the manager of the West Indies team.
He will have to come after retirement. What is the retirement age these days?
Could come at any age. You could also be forced into retirement too.
True.
That is Sir Richie Richardson there, at least the back of him. Yeah. So 41 for 2, 5 overs gone. They need 155 to win this game. And Dwayne Bravo is going to continue. Shandapal is the batsman. How impressed were you tonight with the batting of Brian Lara?
Oh, he looked very, very classy. I mean, easy on the eye, very pleasing. And he came up to play, Brian. He obviously looked around. He would have seen all of these fans come out and want to see what Brian Lara still had in his armory. And he played some very good shots and showed that perhaps with a couple of weeks training and the desire to play again, that he could come out and be very successful.
Oh, that's a big 6. That's a big one.
That's going on the Greenwich part of the stand.
Yeah, that was struck in the Greenwich part of the stand. Well said. Carlos Braithwaite pulling that short ball. Bravo guilty there of just being too short. This gentleman, Julian Hunt, a well-known character in Barbados. So a single to end the over. 6 gone now. The WICB are 51 for 2.
Yeah, good reply by the WICB's President's 11, and just the 6 overs gone so far.
That one has gone fine. It's gone for 4. Crowd have really had some good value for their money so far. Some very good entertainment, some good cricket, and a wonderful night. The atmosphere has been enjoyable. Desmond Haynes has rejoined me.
Hi Barry, fine spell by Ambrose. Huh? I thought when he first started he was bowling 4s and 6s, but then he decided to deceive Marlon with a short one. Marlon got beaten for pace.
Yeah, he bowled 3 for 23, picked up that wicket of Samuels, but he really fought through the wicket. So Ian Bradshaw has switched ends. Champon wants to, they're going to come back. And they'll get it. Better throw, would have had the batsman under more pressure. So Samuels was really outfoxed by Curtly Ambrose. He struck a couple of 6s and some 4s. Was seemingly roughing up his bowling coach. But the bowling coach had none of it. Even though there were some straight drives for 4. Ambrose set him up.
Yes,
well.
yeah. Yeah, I think he just got it beaten for lack of pace there, and Spoon wound up in the ear to Bradshaw, I find like. But at the beginning I gave Ambrose 2 overs, but I understand he bowled 3 overs. You know,
Yeah.
I always said he's good for 2 overs, but it seemed as though he had an extra over today.
3 for 23, picked up 1 wicket.
For sure he wouldn't be coming back.
Never know. And look at this switch hit. And he's going to get 4 for it too. Carlos Braithwaite showing his versatility in every sense of the word.
Yes, we see this shot played by Kevin Peterson a lot. And now Carlos is playing it to perfection.
Obviously seemed very premeditated. That one has gone out to long on and out caught. Dwayne Bravo doesn't drop many. Braithwaite succumbs. Bradshaw getting his man.
Yes, I think Carlos was trying to clear long on, but a very good catch by Dwayne Bravo on the boundary. He's just like Pollard, you know. These guys, when you hit the ball in the air pretty close to these guys don't drop them. Some very good hands.
Retaining a little knock there from Braithwaite, but he's gone.
Yeah, Carlos had a very good CPL season this year, playing for the St. Kitts side.
St. Kitts Patriots.
The St. Kitts Patriots, yeah. And now the Barbados Giants captain is coming into the crease.
Very well loved here in Barbados, Kyron Pollard comes to the crease. I don't know if we see any of those sixes. You know, he's loves to get the ball for six. He's a six batsman, you can say, Des.
Yeah, I think he's a little more than a six hitter. I think that he's some guy who he's improved a lot in his defense, and you know, he can play shots as well. But he's basically somebody who, if you come in his half, and if you look at the size of the bat, you know, with those type of bats, it's very difficult for you to keep the ball in the ground.
Do you think he's good enough to play Test cricket?
Yeah, I believe so.
Wide ball, or did it come off the pad? Taken there by York, who's might be sarcastically asking a question.
I think tonight I'm very impressed with York keeping. He really looked the part. So it'd be interested to see Pollard tonight and see if he can really excite this crowd with some massive blows. This looked like a wide delivery.
Yeah, that is a wide. So in between Bradshaw getting a wicket or two, he's also bowled a couple of wides and a no ball. He has 2 for 25 so far in his second over. So 7 overs gone. The target to win is 155. And the WICB side are 63 for 3.
It's still very difficult to call a winner. I can see that UW side is looking, very keen at the moment. Look as though they're the ones who look as though they want to win this game. But the batting lineup of the West Indies side is still pretty long. So be interested to see this partnership here with Pollard and Chandler Paul. Chandler Paul is still himself trying to work the ball and look for the singles, while Pollard will be trying to clear the boundary. I think we're now going to see Shane Shillingford from Dominica. And the guys were saying that the ground in Dominica wasn't damage there. I think that's the only place that got spared.
Windsor Park was pretty much spared, based on where it is in Roseau and how it's built. There wasn't a lot of slippage, and even though there was a lot of water, didn't cause much damage Windsor Park. So that was a good thing. But the village from where Shillingford is from apparently got lashed pretty badly.
A few of my friends who I play golf with, the likes of Chris Pitt and Myron and Sean Eady, we decided that we're going to get some clothes and some of our golf clothes and our casual clothes, and we want to give it to Dominica. I did call the Red Cross a couple of weeks ago, saying that we've got some clothes to give to the Dominica, to Dominica, and I was told that they're collecting money at the moment, and they're not. So I think that what they're interested in making sure that they can get the infrastructure right first before they start looking at other help along the lines of clothing and.
Well, they tried it. The HVB MMBS tried it. That went down. Took a lot of supplies. Actually, I sent 2 barrels down.
Was that water or
no? That was
clothing as well?
Clothing and food items and toiletries. So it might be the agency, the Red Cross might be the agency that is accepting money to make their own donations. But the Lions Club of Dominica, for example, they've been doing a tremendous job in receiving supplies from around the world, and they've done well to distribute those supplies. So.
Well, I've also I told a lot of my friends that if they want to make a contribution, they can give the clothes to me. I can leave them at the Cricket Legends of Barbados.
Okay.
Whereas that we can make arrangements for either the Red Cross or whoever is going to be taking them down to Dominica. Because as you said, we got to be our neighbor's keeper. We got to help, and I'm very happy with the way how the Barbados public has really come out tonight to support this worthy cause, and a lot of the commentators have given up their time and
talent.
yeah. I was saying a lot of the commentators have given up the time and to be here in order to make sure that they do their part in helping this worthy cause.
Indeed.
Is it right that you're not getting paid, Barry?
Well, do I usually?
Oh no, I was just checking. I think that's very good. That's very good.
So 8 overs gone, 67 for 3. The over rate is pretty good, 8.8. That's what's required actually to win.
Well, 8 runs in over required.
It's not
I think we saw one like Pollard at the crease. That is not really. Oh, they've got
And
the
look,
right.
they've got the stand correct.
They've got the right name for the stand. Yeah,
Stand.
that's good. As I was saying, 8 runs in over with Pollard at the crease. That's gettable.
Got a lot of good batsmen there in the hut.
Yeah, you got Craig Braithwaite, who's doesn't look as though he's going to be getting a knock tonight.
Runs here for Shandapal. That's going to be 4. He's found the gap.
Yes, Shandapal pulling this short delivery. And Shandapal is one of those players who he's not going to give away his wicket, Barry. He's going to bat. He's going to bat to the end. He's one of those guys that just love batting. When I look back at Shandapal's career, I remember him as a young boy in Guyana coming to practice with us. Back in the early 90s. Now.
He made his debut in '94 for the West Indies.
Yeah, plenty test matches after, and he's still looking fit.
It's 21 years ago. You're talking about quite a while, 2 decades.
Right, 21 years. Yeah, that's a long time.
Shandapal still has managed to maintain his physical fitness.
And his love for the game is still the same. He's one guy. He's a guy who played with a lot of passion. He always wanted to be out there, like to bat for long periods. Again, Dwight York looking very good behind the wicket. We haven't seen Sahilri bowl yet for the night, so that will be interesting. He has a very good action, and he's still playing a little bit of cricket. So, and Dwight looking pretty fit. Still owe me some money. He's got my money in his pocket.
What does he owe you money for, Des?
Well, the last time he was here, we had a challenge, a game. It was Charles Eady and myself played against Brian and Dwight, and they beat us very badly as well. And they took our money, and then they got on the flight and they left. So now that they're here, hoping that we can play against them tomorrow, I'd be hoping to get back my money.
Good luck. might tell you they don't want money, they want clothes.
No, no, not with Brighton, not with Brighton brand. You know, they love to play golf and they're very competitive. You know, but we have a lot of fun. You know,
9 overs gone, 76 then for 3.
Nice to see the kids coming to watch the cricket.
Is it a twin?
Yeah, they're happy.
Producer Adrian Richard said they probably are twin. Not that there's any connection there.
But it's good to see the kids come out to to watch the cricket. Yeah, that's very good. Is this the young man Hodge there again?
Yes.
From Dominica.
This is Hodge. His dad actually works at the hotel the West Indies team usually stay at in Dominica, the Gary Hotel, and he would have. I think
He's the one that we stayed at the last time we were there.
Correct. I think he would have been misplaced with what happened downtown because the flood would have affected the hotel in terms of the water that would have come on the bayfront. So I'm sure his dad, who was watching, was very happy to see his son in action, raising funds for the Nature Isle. Oh, powerfully struck by Pollard. No chance at all for bowler or fielder to get around to that.
I think the person who's in danger there got to be the umpire. He's got to be very careful. It is not only the bats that are pretty big, but Pollard is a very strong guy as well.
I understand umpires are going to be soon considering wearing helmets in these T20 matches.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea, especially standing to the crease. You're only about 20 odd yards there. I think that's. And the way how these guys hit the ball, is. Even when they miss hit it, it still goes, out of the ground. Look at that. I mean, the umpire had no chance. If that was full, that was going to take him out. I mean, he totally missed that.
Played, just one though.
But Hodge is really known for his batting though, he's not really a bowler.
More known for his batting, but he actually scored 100 today in the local Barbados Cricket Association competition.
They played for UWI, got 100 today, that's good. They played against the schools, didn't they? Yeah.
That's a bit too full.
Yeah.
Give him the treatment. 6 runs.
And another big blow by the big man.
Gone straight this time. Same effect. What another lovely shot from Kyron Pollard. 6 more. This is good batting.
This guy's a strong boy.
I said at the beginning of when he came up the bat, he's known as a 6-hitter.
Yes,
he has not disappointed.
But it would also be interesting to look back at Pollard's career in the shorter version and find out first how many 6s he's hit in his entire career, because he just make 6 hitting look so easy.
Quite a few, I'll tell you. 94 for 3 then, the halfway stage. The victory target is 155. We're going to have a double change in commentary, but before that, let's join Matt Fingal and see what he has in store. Matt?
Yes, and we over here in the 3Ws. How the posse in the 3Ws doing? All right. Now, I have just one prize to give away, so only one person can win. And here how we doing it? If you got a birthday today and you can prove it, who gets to me first, get a trip on a JetBlue to wherever JetBlue goes. Wait, you gotta come, I ain't moving. Who has a birthday today and can prove it and can get to me first will get a free trip on JetBlue to wherever JetBlue goes. So nobody here has a birthday? Okay, somebody over there got a birthday. If you can get to me first, baby, somebody's got a birthday. You look like you just born because you ain't moving too fast. Oh my gosh. Woo! Let me see. Oh my Lord, I ain't even know this from. You are from Barbados? You're from Florida. Okay, what are the birthdays? You born ever since? Today is the 26th of the 9th. Lord, I can't tell them what year it was because in that year we didn't have cricket yet. Anyhow, you have one, ma'am, so you can get your prizes. Combination of JetBlue, and you get an opportunity to fly with JetBlue wherever JetBlue goes. They go to St. Thomas. That's the Virgin Islands, okay. Go ahead. Go give her a handshake. This is Mr. Fort. They're going to present it for you on behalf of JetBlue. Happy birthday, ma'am. What's your name, please?
Janelle.
Janelle, where are you from?
Jamaica.
Jamel from Jamaica. Give her a hand. And could we be patriotic right now and sing happy birthday, everybody, 3Ws? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Janelle. Happy birthday to you. Get your little hand. Oh my gosh. Are you having a good time? Oh my gosh, people, we gotta support Dominica. We gotta make them feel good. I want 3 cheers for Dominica. Get back on the feet. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Thank you so much. We're having a good time today. Oh my gosh. We have, I don't know if y'all know, but the wicketkeeper in the white hat is Dwight York, the famous football player from Manchester and some other clubs they have in England, and he's doing a good job, took a great catch. Dwight York doing a good job. Of course, we have here also the Beast. The Beast made some good shots earlier. Oh, that's his name. Johan Blake was right there. DeAndre Dotton is out there also. You saw Stephanie, give Stephanie Taylor a hand, doing some good bowling here. Woo! And Sir Hillary Beckers is now 60 years old and still looking good. Give Sir Hillary a big hand. And of course, the Prince, Brian Lara, at 45 years old, made 50 runs today. Give him a big hand. Good God Almighty. We having a good time, people. That's right. Woo! I feel so good. I feel so good. Oh my God. Peoples, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good time here. Yes, please.
Matt Fingal keeping the crowd thoroughly entertained, and he just has that knack of getting people off their seats and enjoying themselves. Congratulations to the winner, picking up that prize of a trip anywhere that JetBlue flies, and I'm sure she'll be very delighted to have picked up that surprise on her birthday. So the WICB President Celebrity 11, 94 for 3. We saw a bit of big hitting from Pollard in the last over. Shane Shillingford will continue, and he's going to be bowling to Shivnarang Shandapal, who cleverly maneuvers that ball down to the fine leg area, and Hodge again doing great work in the deep and a good return to boot. Desmond, good work.
Oh, great save, yeah. This guy is very, very enthusiastic. He looks as though he's trying to impress the West Indies selectors as well. I understand he got 100 for UB today, and what a great piece of fielding here on the fine leg boundary.
I think it would have been
think
4.
he probably, yeah, it looks as though his foot might have touched it. Yeah, I think that was 4, yeah. But
so his foot is on the rope. Then he made contact with the ball, so it really should have been a boundary. But there was no signal there from the umpire, so it's just going to be 2. And Shandapal picking up 2 on that occasion, and then another 2, a less convincing shot on that occasion, getting the bottom edge. But yes, young Hodge is a very talented player, very economical in his bowling under normal circumstances. But I'm afraid he came up to a very aggressive Pollard in that last over. For just making sure he gets a good grip on that ball.
is he in the Dominica setup, Hodge?
Unfortunately, no.
But he played youth cricket for Dominica.
He did. He's one of the emerging players, but I suppose with the surplus of players at the moment, he just can't break into the final 11. But from what we've seen in Barbados, it won't be very long before he's in that Windward Island setup, all things being equal.
It seems as though he had he had a good season for UWI this year.
Well,
or
this season,
100 was
this season and last season.
And last season as well.
Outstanding as well. I think he had about 3 centuries last season. WICB select 11 doing it very easy at the moment. Shandapal just maneuvering the ball around, and as we saw in the last over, Pollard using those powerful arms of his to get the ball over the boundary. The 100 is up for the WICB President select.
Shane Shillenford, he also looked pretty fit at the moment. It seems as though he's working on his action. He's still not able to bowl the Dustra. I still think that he's still restricted in that.
Yeah, unfortunately so. It's been a big wicket taker for him. But he's working his way back into the game. So
the last time he was here in Barbados, I saw him being coached by Vasper Drakes. You know, Vasper Drakes was doing some work with his action. So it seems as though the off break looked pretty good to me.
Yeah, I suppose the question is whether he will still be as effective, and that's really where it plays the tricks on the mind. Was his confidence like not having to do so? As I said, it was a very productive delivery for him.
Yeah, but I think he's smart enough, even though he can't bowl the Dustra, to bowl a straight ball, or try to bowl an arm ball, because at the end of the day, you still need that variety. You just can't bowl off break all the time, because the top batsmen, what they will do is that they'll pick you off all the time. You must have a little bit of variety there. I see we
Darren
also
Bravo,
got a change in
wicket keeper. Yes,
yeah.
Darren Bravo is keeping. Dwayne Bravo bowling, and Darren Bravo now is keeping. He's taken over from Dwight York.
Well, Darren is not too bad as a keeper. I think I saw him in a couple of games before keeping wicket, so I think he's all right.
A bit of byplay there between him and Pollard.
But then again, all the keepers that we saw tonight were a lot better than Craig Braithwaite.
So you wouldn't recommend for Craig?
He's my friend, so I'm not going to use the fall for him at all.
It's interesting you mentioned there about variation. I'm just going to pick your brain there a bit in terms of your playing days. As far as slow bowlers are concerned, who did you find most challenging with variations?
Well, I was always somebody who, when I first started playing, I struggled a bit to the slow bowler. So everybody bowling at me, they would always look as though that they can bowl very well, and they always would give me problems. But I got over that. Went to England and worked very hard on my batting, especially against the slow bowlers. And a couple of years I had for Middlesex, I really improved my batting towards slow bowlers. But I remember what a great shot. What a great shot.
Out on the park.
I mean, people talk about, I will get back to my original point, but people talk about how big the bats are and so forth. But you're still going to be able to play well enough to play shots like that. And you're still going to be strong. I mean, look at that. Effortless, The full face of the bat, a push for 6 and look where the ball gone,
He kept his shape well.
Heading towards the Spring Garden Highway. Yeah, so in England I decided to work very hard on my batting so that I can develop another big hit there again for Pollard. So that when I play against the spin bowlers, I would probably be able to, perform a lot better. But I remember early on playing against Bishop Betty as a young man, and I thought, well, this is great variation because it seemed as though that he was pulling the ball back from me. Every time I look as though I want to reach it, it was coming back. He was pulling it back.
Great Indian spinner. Pollard with a couple of big hits. That last one bringing up the 50 partnership between these two. And really doing it very easy now. Blake showing a bit of footballing skills there to keep the ball in play. "17 runs off this over so far, and still 1 ball left. And we all know with Dwayne Bravo, he is an attacking bowler. He'll be trying to get Pollard out. Let's see how this last delivery goes. Looks is going to go to the boundary. So 21 runs off the over. Big over there for the WICB Select 11.
Well, Pollard is looking very serious about his batting, and I think that he might be aware that the team has been selected already, And that was a short ball from Bravo, trying to box him out, but Pollard with that big bat, just pulling that one to the wicket for 4.
A lot has been said about big bats, and you mentioned it just a moment ago. Just again, for your personal preference, what weight bat did you use?
I was about 2.8, 210 would be the heaviest bat that I would have used. I vary between 2.7, 2.8, and 2.10 would be the heaviest. But I remember a couple of years ago, I brought one of my bats that I used to use and showed it to young Bravo, and he just was laughing. He said, you can't hit a 4 with this, you can't hit a bump with this. Pollard bat was 3 times the size.
So the Vice Chancellor is going to come into the attack at this late stage, maybe looking to pull a rabbit out of the hat. So Hilary Beckles coming into the attack with 32 runs needed. And some 8 overs to go, so it's unlikely they will get the 8 overs in. What's Hilary be trying to do? He's being very meticulous with his field placing. He needs to get 7 wickets, but he wants to break this partnership. And again, we've seen that shot again from Shan Paul, just maneuvering the ball around. That young man, Hodge again, squirting around the boundary and firing the return right. He's enjoying himself, isn't he?
Yeah, you think that Shan Paul would be thinking about letting someone else to come into bat?
No chance. Shan Paul would be saying, I don't know when I'll be here again. What do you call it? The red ink? Yeah.
He also playing for Red Ink. Yeah, it looked like it. No, but Shan Paul, he just loved batting. Yeah. That's one thing you must say about him.
The man's down there, and he's missed it. Same Hodge, we've just been singing in praise. It wasn't a straightforward catch, but he did all the hard work and got in off the boundary, but wasn't able to hold on to it.
Yeah, I think he got his hand to it though. Yeah, I think he made a mess of that one. I think that wasn't as difficult as it first looked. Tough luck, Sir Hillary. You could have just got a test wicket there.
Pollard just giving him the charge. Would be one of the intimidating sights to see such a unit like Pollard coming down the pitch.
Yeah, and I think at the pace that Sir Hillary's bowling at, you know, just I would say below slow,
just above
medium,
zero.
sweet.
Well, he used to be a swing bowler in his heyday.
Yeah, but he definitely couldn't be a fast bowler,
Yeah.
so I guess that.
And you can see he still has got the action there. He used to bowl the big booming in-swingers back in his heyday.
He's got a good bowling action though. He's not too bad at all.
And he still loves the game. So
Oh yeah. But then again, it's still very good for everybody, you know, giving up the time to really support this worthy cause, you know, to rally behind Dominica. And we just hope that they can get the infrastructure right and get everything going.
this is a big, big hit out of the stadium. That is a monster hit.
Yeah, I remember seeing when Pollard came to the crease that 8 runs and over with Pollard. It's nothing, you know. Now, we just hit about 4, 5, 6 years. Just retired. Yeah, I think Pollard is retired. Yeah.
He's entertained the crowd, and he obviously did what they came to see, and the crowd just showing their appreciation for a very destructive knock there by Pollard.
And then
Let's have a look at this last shot here. Just flat batted it, and look at the distance it made.
Wow.
Clean out on top of the roof of the Hewitt and Innes stand. What a monster hit.
Thought it was going to Bridgetown, going into the city.
So the new batter is Stefani Taylor, and maybe you can say some normalcy will come back to the cricket, but no slumps with the bat either. Quite a good all-rounder in women's cricket. Number 1 all-rounder in the world.
And the new West Indies captain as well, ladies captain.
So a great opportunity for her as well to be in this company.
Yeah, again, you know, it's nice to see that she can also give her time and support this worthy cause.
So Hillary completes that over. I'm sure he's glad to see the back of Pollard by his own doing, but target is 155 and the WICB select is 132 for 3.
When you said somebody retired, I thought it was Shanda Paul. Then I realized that it was Kieran Pollard.
Well, Shanda Paul is still at the crease and he hasn't retired as yet. So let's make that distinction. And I think the fact that Brian Lara batted through the innings was an inspiration for Shanda Paul.
I don't think Shanda Paul needed any inspiration when it comes to batting. He's not worried about anybody else.
Oh, so we're going to see Johan Blake now coming into the attack. We heard that he bowls a brisk medium pace.
What, is he quick to the crease? Or,
Well, we'll see whether he'll get down the pitch before the ball. Shanda Paul will be on strike. He's on the mend from injury. It's a pretty good delivery first up. Those who have been asking about him on the international stage, actually he just recently competed in 100 meters in Ireland, and it's all part of his comeback trail. He's been hampered by injury in the last year or so. He seems to know a thing or two about bowling.
Yeah, he's not too bad at all. Not too bad. It's about medium sweet, but he's not too bad at good action.
you never know if the WICB Select can get a few overs in on the cheap. Maybe they can make it interesting. Or the UE side, I beg your pardon. This WICB Select just seem to be cruising it at the moment. Nice shot there by Taylor for no run.
Yeah, now we're seeing some decent cricket shots. Nobody's hitting the ball out of the park at the moment. I see they're putting some pressure on the West Indian captain.
And
This
it's
one
probably
is
going to
down
be
the
a
leg
wide.
side, yeah.
Yes, a wide call by Pollard Doctoral. Maybe just trying a little bit too hard on that occasion, Johan Blake. Maybe going for the effort ball. I think Taylor will be well advised not to look for any quick singles with Shandapal. He doesn't usually get run out,
Yeah.
but he's been involved in a few.
Yeah.
That's a nice shot. Probably just be one. No, through. And the timing was a lot better than we anticipated.
I think it's
And one of our
DeAndre.
teammates. Again, DeAndre Dottin, who's normally very good in the field, just getting the dive wrong.
I think DeAndre realized that that's my new captain, so I better make her very happy getting off the mark with a boundary. So what I'll do, I'll just dive over this one. Yes.
Harbour Bridge.
And I'll let it go.
You owe me one. She was saying.
Again, well taken by young Bravo.
So the end of the over from Blake. So 15 overs completed. Desmond, you're going to take a break.
Yeah.
Butcher is going to come in.
Thank you very much.
14 overs completed at this stage. Actually, I thought it was 15. Roland Butcher is back with us. So Butch, Desmond took a bit of a shortcut there, but I don't think we'll be here much longer.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
So Hillary's going to continue. And I was just talking about Sir Hillary in his heyday with he's renowned for his in-swing bowling. I think he still has the action, but we haven't seen much deviation off the straight. Shandapal is going to be on strike. Just short of him again. And just for a moment, Sir Hillary thought he was in business. But he just wasn't able to get the hands to it. Not the greatest delivery from Sir Hillary, but he will be telling you that he had him all set up. Short,
Lured him in.
and just short. And that was Floyd Reefer coming in off the mid-wicket boundary. So you couldn't call that a chance. What an effort by Reefer.
A nasty one for Floyd, actually.
I don't think there's any question about that one. There's someone in the crowd that would need to take care of that.
That's the Greenwich part again.
And there's the spectator. He's happy to have retrieved the ball. Wasn't a clean catch, but he got the ricochet, and he's happy with that.
Yes, the hands part of the stand stays intact.
So Shandapal getting the move on. Slog sweep into the crowd. And a couple of spectators are taking evasive action. This one has gone again. It's in the air. Has it got the legs? It has not, but the
fielder has taken the catch, Floyd Reefer, and stepped over the line. So it's 6 runs. So Hillary is really asking now what's going on. Nothing is going right for him.
Yes, and Floyd taking that one there, going over the boundary, having taken the catch. And again, so Hillary goes wicketless, and another 6 to Chandler Paul.
The momentum just taking him over the rope. And when he realized he was stepping on the rope, it was like if he was stepping on a hot cake.
Yes, and didn't have the presence of mind.
No.
Toss it back.
Tossing back, yeah. We've seen a lot of that in the T20 tournament in modern game. But again, it's just having the presence of mind to know your location, the boundary. So just one to win. And Chandler Paul is going to finish it with another blow down to long on. That should be it. The scores are the umpires are just checking with the scores. And they're just looking for confirmation. And I think the official word has got to the umpires that that is it. Victory for the WICB President Celebrity 11 by some 7 wickets with 5.2 overs to spare. So what we thought might have been a competitive total in the end didn't really go. It wasn't as close as we anticipated it would be, and I think a lot of that has to do with the efforts not only of the man in the picture there, Chandler Shandapal, who really finished in a flurry, 46 not out, but to Karen Pollard, who really bludgeoned the bowling for what was his score? Pollard made 52 after just 23 deliveries with 3 4s and 5 6s. So one would say that gave the innings the impetus and then made it easy sailing for the rest of the team. So handshakes all around. Roland, your thoughts on the run chase from the WICB Select?
Yes, Chandler Paul, as normal, being dependable. Lit call up to the side, Chandler Paul, then he responded in the way that Chandler Paul does, and batted right through the innings, and he's there at the end, and I'm sure he would be looking forward to his next game, Chandler Paul, to carry on.
Well, we just saw a bit of the highlights of this innings. Ian Bradshaw picking up the wicket early on. And then Marlon Samuels came in, and from the very first delivery, lofting that one over long on. And then we saw the elegant drive square of the wicket on the offside. Curtly Ambrose doing his best, but his size 18s just were not long enough on that occasion. And Samuels just kept going. He was almost playing a shot of ball. And he then went after Sir Curtly Ambrose in a very vicious manner. And a couple of boundaries in that over, showing some aggression. And then hitting one down the ground. Ambrose looking for the Yorker, not quite getting it right, but then had the last laugh. Ambrose with that short ball. And Samuels going for the hook shot. Ian Bradshaw taking a very comfortable catch in the deep. And you can see how Ambrose felt about it and his teammates. You get the impression that it was a bit of a plan. Bravo came into the attack, and Carlos Braithwaite greeted him with a mighty 6 over square. And then we saw the switch hit from Carlos Braithwaite. We don't see that very often in this part of the world. And then Braithwaite holding out to Darren Bravo in the deep, and it was left up to Shandapal to keep things going. Karen Pollard came to the crease and almost taking the umpire with him on that straight drive. Hodge felt the weight of Pollard just over tossing there, and he just didn't know where to put it. As Pollard had the answer, hit him with some monster hits out of the park. Bravo coming back into the attack, and Pollard continued on his merry way, hitting these monster hits. And even when he didn't get it off the middle of the bat, he was still able to get it the distance. So 5 6s, as I said, and a couple of 4s. And then after he hit this one completely out of the ground, he decided then that enough was enough, and he was going to retire and give some of the others a hit. Stephanie Taylor, she got a knock at the end, and her colleague there in the women's team, DeAndre Dotton, totally mistiming her drive. And Shanda Paul just finishing up, almost a catch there to Floyd Reefer in the deep, not quite making it. but he reckoned it was time to finish the game with that big 6 in the crowd. And one more after that, another chance for a 6. Briefer this time taking the catch, but not being able to prevent his momentum from taking him over the boundary, and it was an easy victory for the WICB Select. So we're getting ready for the presentation, but first let's go on down to Matt Fingal. Matt, where are you?
Yes, and of course we had an entertaining evening of cricket, and the fans came out in their numbers. The batting was good, the bowling was good, the cricket at its best. And we want to let you know that it's still, on occasion, there's still an opportunity for you to make your pledges. So please make your pledges, because we're about helping Dominica. We helped them here with the festivities today. All these people here paid to come in. Everybody had donated services, the police, the security, the transportation people, everybody that had anything to do with this event donated their services for free. So that's how they made their contribution in every way that we can today. Now, we want to make sure that you understand you can still make your pledges, because we must help Dominica in their recovery. There's a long way to go still. Almost $1 billion, I believe over $700 million needed to get it together. And they of course, they need stuff too, if you can, if you don't get a chance to pledge tonight. They need stuff like blankets, they need stuff like brooms and mops and sanitary napkins, all that kind of stuff. School books for help the school children. You know, they need a whole lot of stuff still. They don't just need clothes though, but they need these other things I just mentioned. So please help them out. Every little bit counts. No matter if it's just a tin of corned beef or a tin of biscuit, it adds up. Every little bit. Just do your part. So help Dominica with this event. And I've seen Sir Hillary walking around. If we could go and have a little quick word with Sir Hillary. Sir Hillary. Sir Hillary, how you doing? We're doing a little closing here, but you are one of the, let me say, the people, the protagonists you were of this whole thing. And what you thought about the match today?
Listen, this was a wonderful, wonderful human experience. This was cricket at its best. Serving a big purpose, camaraderie, skill, artistry, and guess what? I believe that the cricketers felt they were doing something important.
Now, when I went in the stands earlier, and I asked the guy, which team you think will win? He said to me, Dominica.
Well, Dominica won both ties. Here's Dominica won, tails Dominica won. We were doing this for Dominica. Dominica, as I have said before, is one of the jewels of the Caribbean. It's one of the most beautiful islands with some great people. And what has befallen them, you know, all of us have to rally, and we have rallied, and I believe that the people here represent the core of Caribbean decency.
And Mr. Hillary, I thought it was a good game, and we have with the manager of the West Indies team here, and now the match referee of the world. Sir Richie, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good. I'm pleased to be here tonight and to see so many people turning out to support this worthy cause. You know, our hearts reach out to the people in Dominica. They have been through a lot, and you know, we've also got to say well done to all the people in the Caribbean who have really contributed to helping their cause there. So we just hope that, you know, a lot of money has been raised and it can go to good use to help them restore their country.
Let me congratulate you on your new post, you know, referee. Could you tell us exactly what you'll be doing in that job?
Well, a match referee, from what I understand and what I know, is in control of a cricket match under the auspices of the ICC, whether it's a test match, a one-day international, or a T20 match. The match referee is the head of the entourage that controls the game, including the umpires. They've got to make sure that everything goes according to plan, everything is in place. They've got to inspect the facilities before the match to make sure that, you know, come starting time, everything is in order. They've got to touch base with the local authorities to make sure that everything is in place and just make sure the match goes smoothly. They're constantly monitoring what's happening on and off the field, and at the end of it all, have to report back to the ICC.
It sounds a daunting task. Do you feel intimidated anyway?
No, not really. Cricket has been my life. I've been playing cricket all my life, and I know a lot that goes on and off the field. So I think it will be very easy for me to fit into that. And, you know, being the manager of the West Indies team, I constantly work with the match referees and the umpires. So I have an idea of the sort of things that happens. You know, I'm often in every match, before every match, there's a meeting with the captains, the managers, the coaches, the match referees and umpires. And I know a lot what goes on behind the scenes. So I don't think it's going to be very difficult for me. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. And I'm just going to give 100%.
One last quick question. What do you think we got to do with this West Indies to get it back on top?
Well, you know, the world is a round place. We were there for a while, and I'm sure we're going to get back. I don't think we have enough time to really go into all the details as to what we need to do. But we just got to keep working hard. We got to support the WICB. The WICB has got to put things in place to stimulate cricket at the grassroots, get the youngsters playing, get sponsors back involved, get everybody back involved. We need to recreate a strong cricketing culture in the Caribbean, and it's not just going to happen at the highest level. We got to do it at the grassroots.
Thank you so much, Sir Richie, for talking to us. Yes, please. And I believe we have here Mr. Kieran Pollard. Mr. Pollard, how are you doing, sir?
All right, how are you?
I'm good. I see you had a great innings there.
Yeah, all for a good cause. Coming out and stepping onto the cricket field again, for a good cause. So yeah, it was worthwhile.
Now, the event, I mean, we enjoyed ourselves. It was fun, a fun match, but also it must have been emotional because of what is the reason that they're doing it.
Yeah, of course it was. The devastation that took place, in Dominica, all of us in the Caribbean, we felt it as well because it could have been any one of us or any one of our countries. So, yes, I said it was very emotional, but at the end of the day, we come out and, our talent is playing cricket, bringing the fans out, doing something for them. So at least, we can say we gave back something to them and the families. Obviously, we can't take back the losses of lives, but, what we can do, the little that we can do, we came out and we did it.
Now, I noticed that there was some controversy recently about you not being chosen for the 1 days. I believe your coach said that he thought that you should have been in the team, and also Mr. Dwayne Bravo.
Well, what can I say? I can't say anything on that.
You can't say anything about it. Anyway, I want to thank you for talking to us, and I hope you enjoy your rest of your stay in the Barbies. You're leaving when?
I'm leaving in the morning. So
in the morning?
Yes, I'll have a good night. I'll have a good night tonight, and then I don't know if straight back home.
We have you as a beige, know.
Yeah, I have my kids at home. I have school on Monday, so I have to go and take care of them.
Okay, take care of business. Okay, thank you. Mr. Ramley, how are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Did I see you bowling at all today?
Yeah, I just had one over. Hopefully I'm not sore tomorrow.
When I saw you bowling, I said, that I didn't know you were that versatile.
Yeah, I started off as a fast bowler and then gradually I went into keeping.
When you said a fast bowler, you mean a bowler that fast?
Yeah, I would say so. From the under 15 days, at that time I was really fast, yeah.
Okay, now what about the game today? You thought, what are your thoughts on the game? Was it a great game? You understand the cause of it, of course.
Yeah, it was a fantastic cause. Having all the legends and myself, all the people coming out here to support, it was great. The help for Dominica, so hopefully we can raise enough money to give them so they can refurbish, rebuild Dominica.
And I believe you're looking forward to the Sri Lankan tour.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one, and all the best for you.
All the best to you too, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, please. All righty. So where are we heading now? We're going to see we're running all over. Oh, we're going to Mr. Barry. We have here Mr. Barry Wilkinson. How you doing, sir?
Hey.
I guess you're going to be doing some post-match interviews?
Indeed, because this was a worthy cause, very successful, and all of these celebrities that took part are very happy about how things turned out.
Yeah, everybody that I talked to so far was very pleased with what went down, and in some cases emotionally so.
Emotionally so, because that the storm really affected Dominica, and they wanted to come together to ensure that something was done tangibly to see that things are looking much better, and I think that was achieved.
Now, what I have to do, Barry, is since that you are going to be doing the post-match interviews and everything, I want to just not only hand over, but hand this microphone to you.
But I never thought you'd be handing a mic to me. This is the passing of the guard. Thank you so much, Matt Fingal. It's been a very successful evening, and we want to say that we want to thank everyone who has really taken part in this this night. We're going to hear from some of the celebrities that have been part of this event, particularly Dwight York, Johan Blake, even the Professor Sir Hilary Beckles himself, because they have done a tremendous job with helping to raise some money for the Dominica Relief Fund and the whole T20 drive. Without further ado, I want to invite, first of all, Dwight York. He is a former Trinidad and Tobago and Manchester United star. I know he's going to be coming to join us in just a moment. Because all of these people that you see here have come to, not only watch cricket, but to see the celebrities who don't generally play cricket do that tonight. And I thought Johan Blake and Dwight York, who kept wicket, did that in a tremendous way. Without further ado then, I'm going to invite, first of all, Professor Hilary Beckles, the Vice-Chancellor himself. First of all, Prof, you won the toss, and that was perhaps good enough for you on the night, even though if you didn't win the match.
Well, we were here to make sure that Dominica win or lose. And this is what has happened. It was a remarkable game. We had a really good time. Everyone enjoyed themselves. And we, the people here, are the best of Caribbean humanity. It has been excellent.
The people of Dominica have been watching this on television. They feel so inspired. We're seeing lots of things on Facebook, Twitter. All night they've been sending messages. What do you want to say to the people of Dominica after they watch this tonight?
Dominica is one of the gems of the Caribbean. It's a lovely island, beautiful people, and they are resilient. This match is really a message that says to the Antiguan, to the Dominican people, we are here with you. The whole Caribbean, the world, we are with you. Stand firm, keep going, rebuild your country.
Wonderful stuff. And you'll be happy that this match did that tonight. You want to say thanks to the crowd?
The people of Dominica will know that we in the Caribbean, we love them, we care for them, and we will stand by them.
Thank you so much. Wonderful words then from the Vice Chancellor himself, and congratulations on your appointment, because I didn't get a chance to do that publicly.
Thank you so much.
All right, Professor Hilary Beckles, the Vice Chancellor of the University of the West Indies. Next man, a very important one, West Indies Cricket Board's Vice President. He's not only the WICB's VP, he's also a Dominican himself, Mr. Emmanuel Nanton. You'll be very happy, Mr. Nanton, with how things have gone tonight. Funds well raised for the people of Dominica and your country.
Well, I must say, the Dominicans are very grateful for what's happening here tonight. I think we're very pleased with the efforts of the West Indies Cricket Board. And as the Vice President, I'm pleased with the efforts out here. I want to thank the University of the West Indies for partnering with the West Indies Board on this venture. I want to thank the people of Barbados for coming out in full support to support us here in Dominica. Thank you. And a very good night. I thought it was a very good occasion. And thanks to all those who made it available, who made it possible, those who came out here, the stars, the cricketers, present and past, and all those who really made a contribution. To me, it was much more than the funds that were raised, but it was the effort that was put together in helping us build our one Caribbean nation.
How are things going now in Dominica? Because the images we saw a couple of weeks ago were not very encouraging, but how are things going right now?
Well, we're hanging in there. It's still tough. We're still working very hard. We're still trying to build our country, but we're very supportive. We feel very grateful and enthused. We're buoyed by the support coming around from the rest of the Caribbean, and that's good for us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel Nanton, Vice President of the West Indies Cricket Board, and he's also a Dominican himself. Next up, Johan the Beast Blake. He says that he prefers cricket than running. Can you believe that? The man who is a top track and field athlete for Jamaica. Johan, you enjoyed your night.
It was wonderful. The crowd was great. I love the Bajan. They support us, and I like it.
Now, I've seen you play cricket before. This is not the first time. You're very quick between the wickets and bowling.
Yeah, I'm very quick. You know, I have to control my speed. But it was really good, you know, bowling to the West Indies players, and it was really nice.
Dominica, does it hold a special place in your heart when you heard about this opportunity? Did you just grab at it?
Yeah, I'm a man of giving, and when they asked me to come on board and play, I said, of course, to raise anything for Dominica, it's been my pleasure.
All right, Johan Blake, thank you so much. We look forward to see you next year at the Olympics. Johan Blake, ladies and gentlemen. West Indies captain Jason Holder be speaking as two parts tonight. First, of course, as the winning captain, and for a good cause, Jason, I know that Dominica also holds a very close place to your heart.
Yeah, it does hold a very good close place in my heart. I really enjoyed playing the match. It was well supported by the Barbadian public, and I really thank them for coming out and supporting this wonderful cause.
In terms of the match itself, it was very enjoyable. Tell me about having, what, 6 or 7 slips to Brian Lara. What was that about?
Yeah, he was taking it pretty seriously, and so was I. You know, I wanted to get him out. You know, unfortunately, I didn't get him out, and he played a very good innings. You know, but you know, the main motive was to have some fun. You know, we raised some funds, and hopefully it could go well for the Dominican people.
All right, Jason, thank you so much. Jason Holder, ladies and gentlemen, captain of the West Indies President's 11 team and captain of the West Indies team. We're going to hear now from the Minister of Education in Dominica, the Honorable Peter St. Jean. Peter, it's really good to have you come over to Barbados. Things looked very bleak about 3.5 weeks ago. Are they improving in your home nation, Dominica?
First of all, let me say, for me, it is a distinct pleasure to be here tonight. And on behalf of the Prime Minister, the government, and people of Dominica, I want to express profound gratitude to the people of Barbados for the overwhelming show of support that is demonstrated here tonight for us back home in Dominica. I need to add here that it's been for us a challenging moment, but we are making a serious bounce back from the situation. And being here tonight is representative of that fact. It means that our airport, the Douglas Charles Airport, is now operational, and it speaks to the kind of support that is coming from our Caribbean brothers and sisters to ensure that as a people, as a nation, the Commonwealth of Dominica survives.
That's wonderful stuff. There are people here who still want to give more. I see that some of your schools still need a lot of help. How can people here go even further to be more of an assistance to the schools who need some books and some other things?
The situation on ground back home requires tremendous support, both in kind and also cash. Recognizing that a number of our institutions are non-functional, we would require a vast amount of resources to ensure that we get back to where we were before the 27th of August. Albeit, I must advise that practically all of our schools are now back on track. Of course, some of them are operating on a shift basis with other institutions. We are now ensuring that at least temporary access is created to most of our villages. At today's date, only 2 of our communities' villages are still cut off from the island. Incidentally, both of them within my constituency. But the government is making tremendous strides in creating access for the people. And of course, we believe that with the support that we are getting from our Caribbean sisters and brothers, that we will bounce back from this situation.
I want to thank you so much, Mr. Peter St. Jean, Minister of Education in Dominica. Thank you so much for him coming out tonight here at the Kensington Oval. Thank you. Now, our Home Minister, the Minister of Sports, the Honourable Stephen Lashley, you would have been so happy to see how Barbados have led the effort to help their neighbours Dominica.
Yes, indeed, and I certainly want to congratulate all of the organisers, the University of the West Indies, COMI, that was part of the effort, as well as the West Indies Cricket Board. But of course, this could not have been a success without the tremendous support of the Barbadian public. And I want to warmly congratulate Barbadians for coming out and showing the support for Dominica and being a part of a very successful effort. I really want to thank everyone for that.
Now, what's the next step? Because I know the trident, the boat I'm talking about was on the first on hand. You still seem to be going the extra mile. What's ongoing?
Well, Barbados, we are committed to providing whatever assistance that Dominica requires in this time of need. As you know, the Barbados Defence Force would have been on first call to be in Dominica. We are also mobilizing additional support here in Barbados. The National Culture Foundation will be mounting a drive-a-thon next week to raise further funds and to really mobilize the Barbadian public along with this effort. So this is not a once-off event. We are going to continue and do whatever is possible to provide the support that Dominica requires. Unfortunately, they have been, affected by this hurricane, but any one of us could have been affected. And we are going to be standing and providing whatever support that Dominica requires.
Thank you so much, the Honourable Minister for Sports in Barbados, Stephen Lashley. I want to thank you so much for coming tonight and representing the Barbados government. All right, the President of the West Indies Cricket Board, Mr. Dave Cameron, kudos for pulling this off so quickly and getting your corporate partners to come together.
Well, my job is just to say thanks to everybody who participated. I mean, we conceptualized this thing in less than 2 weeks. When I called Professor Beckles, we sat down, and in 2 weeks we'll be able to pull this off. And it says everything about what West Indies cricket is about. We're now at the point we're saying, should we have some kind of game